Hi Aquarius, welcome to your weekly message. Within this reading, I'm going to be including the theme of Venus going direct in Leo, which happened on the 4th of September in the UK. The reason I'm doing this, originally I was going to do a collective reading for Venus going direct in Leo, but I thought doing it for the individual weekly messages for each sign would help me to sort of narrow down, refine, and make the messages more specific. So Venus is a planet associated with pleasure and abundance. Leo does have some similar themes to Venus. It's usually associated with creativity, fun, romance, being in the spotlight and having the courage to take risks. Within the theme of Venus going direct, we might be looking at stuff to do with course correction, especially where we've been holding back from our own emotional fulfillment. So here are the oracle decks I'm going to be using for the reading. We're going to start off with getting the tarot cards for you, and we'll begin with your main focal point for the week. And the week for me will be the next 7 days. So 7 days from the day that this video is published and available to view. So let's see, what are the main focal point for Aquarius for the next 7 days, please. So main focal point or overall energy for Aquarius for the next 7 days. Right, you have the Two of Wands, if you just bear with me. It's gone onto the floor. Okay, let's look at your energy specifically. What's your energy for the week? What energy are you bringing? King of Pentacles, and all of your cards want to be on the floor for some reason. Right, we've got the Two of Swords, so you could be choosing a path or making a decision to do with your stability, possibly, to do with finances, possibly, business plans. Let's have a look at any external or surrounding energies that are involved or impacting the situation. That was very close. It nearly set on fire. Just caught the corner. And it's the Knight of Wands as well. That's quite funny, that is. Because see, the Knight of Wands, I mean, it's a Wands energy, fire energy. And I think the Knight of Wands is probably the most fiery out of the court cards. Yeah, I know there's like a fire risk with this candle, but the candle helps me to focus, and the cards have flown towards it quite often. That's the first closest call I've ever had with one being set on fire. Right, let's look at the advice. That's gonna amuse me for a little while at least. Now we will, shall we take all of it? I'm going to put these back, but I am going to take the Five of Pentacles, which has dropped on the floor, because it's the only card that's upright, that fell upright. So give me a moment. So if they're not on the floor, they're trying to set themselves on fire for your reading, Aquarius. Right, let's get you some oracle cards. We'll get you a unicorn card, and hopefully that doesn't want to be on fire. So what else does Aquarius need to know? I mean, I could shuffle them off screen, but I sort of wanted to make sure everyone's aware that I'm not just picking out cards and making the reading up after just picking the cards myself. So although it is very awkward, let me get more comfortable because I'm a bit uncomfortable here. You have Not a Hairstyle, Pride. That is a very interesting looking card, isn't it? Wow. Okay. Let's get you a card from the Whispers of Love deck as well. Right, I think you've got about 5 cards there, and that one flew very acrobatically across the room. You have... No, you've got 3 actually, I'm being a bit dramatic. Be willing to express love. Express love to receive love. I don't know if you can see that properly. You also have Love Who You Are. You are divine, delightful, and deserving of the wonderful things life has to offer. And you also have Love Endures. Love does not give up or lose faith. Love is hopeful and withstands every situation. So let's get into your clarifiers. So you've got the Two of Wands. So it looks like choosing a path, potentially travel. You've got a boat. Is that a ship here and a ship there as well? So travel is a possibility. The Knight of Wands often goes on journeys as well. I mean, that's the external energy. But sometimes, I mean, he's got the globe. I sometimes see it as travel. But let's get some clarification on that Two of Wands for you. What's the Two of Wands about? Why is that there as the overall energy? Let's get some more. Right, that's in reverse, isn't it? Emperor. Aquarius, your cards are really acrobatic. And I don't know if these fell in reverse, to be honest, or not, but I'm going to take them upright because I'm not certain. Let's get a couple more and then I'll begin to establish what the message means. So I'll just take that. Yeah, that's traveling for, well, not for sure, but there is an element, potentially an element of travel involved here. I mean, it is about decisions as well, the Chariot and the Two of Wands. But there could be a travel element to this as well. You may be deciding to move and figuring out where you'll be happiest. There may be people possibly, because you've got connections here. It could be romantic, but it's not necessarily. Okay, with that Love Endures card, I'm getting something about long distance relationships. Potentially, that may be relevant for someone. Maybe you're considering moving to another country to be with someone, or vice versa, because the Knight of Wands is the one that would travel. Maybe someone's considering moving to another country to be with you, to your country. I mean, I said the King of Pentacles was about, it's about stability, isn't it? So you could be considering building a new life with someone in a different country. That's a possibility. That's the main energy that's coming up now, but pride is here as well. You've got pride. Be willing to express love and love who you are. Maybe that's the choice. Maybe you are already with someone, you have a connection already, and it could be deciding whether to move away together. Maybe one person wants to move, one person doesn't. Some investigation would be, I feel like the Emperor here is a lot about a plan. I mean, obviously he has a plan in the card. He has plans in a card. I'm not sure what the symbols mean. If anyone wants to share that, go ahead. But there's like a plan hasn't come together, because Two of Wands, I believe, can be about making plans to move forward as well. Whereas the Knight of Wands doesn't have a plan. It just does whatever the hell they want to do and goes on the adventure without worrying about a plan. But there could be investigation of a plan here, but something may not have come together. Okay. I was going to say the Emperor can be paternal energy as well. So like someone's father, maybe you're going against your father's plans, or whatever the paternal energy is in your life, grandparent, brother, whoever, partner maybe, if it's a masculine energy partner, maybe it's going against their plans and their rules, and wanting to pursue your own path, you know, love who you are, do what satisfies you. There's an element of pride here. Let me read pride from the book. I meant to do this for another sign as well, and I forgot to do it. I just got straight into the reading. So 32, not a hairstyle, pride. It says, the transformation message is, what's so wrong with taking pride in yourself? Should you fly undetected under the radar and avoid being seen? Maybe along this path, let it all hang out and a new dew that gleams, with a new dew that gleams. Brush that mane and style that hair. Let it flow, let it grow, let it shine, and don't mind the glare. It is beautiful to love those luscious locks, and in that appreciation can be found your hair, yes you, is nothing short of a mystical unicorn, a magical mane to prance around town. The meditation message says, imagine a great energy just above your head, circling and swirling, beaming down radiant beauty all through the core of your being. Feel the radiance and take pride in yourself. There is so much to be proud of. Enjoy this space with a smile on your face for as long as you wish. The affirmation says, I take pride in my appearance. I'm having a great hair day. The action says, brush it, comb it, shave it, grow it out. Enjoy yourself from the tippy top of your head and all the way down. Love yourself, love your hair, and have extra pride in that today. Show it off. You're a beauty. You wear a unicorn mane. Now, I don't take that to be literal about hair, but because you have, be willing to express love and love who you are here. It feels like there may be an element here of self-care. There's nothing specific about self-care here in terms of the tarot cards, but the oracle cards, there is something about self-care. And sometimes self-care isn't necessarily physical self-care, as in like beauty treatments or having a good shave, massages, stuff like that. Sometimes it's to do with the stability of your life, isn't it? That's a sense of self-care. Like if someone else is controlling your path or influencing your path, the self-care can be that you regain control and sort of shift away from them and their energy and go and pursue whatever it is that you need to pursue yourself. So yeah, that's a strange one to come up. I mean, the pride aspect could be, again, of if somebody's deciding to move to another country with someone else, there could be an element of pride from one person involved in the relationship. But I would say whatever the decision is that needs to be made, obviously you want it to be something happy. You want to feel united, probably, if there's another person involved in your decision, but there's a little bit of anxiety here and sort of not 100% knowing what to do, trying to formulate a plan, maybe needing more information there to create the plan. And I don't know if I just said be willing to express love can be willing to express love to yourself, like the self-care aspect of things. Right, let's get into your energy, this King of Pentacles. So King of Pentacles, Two of Swords, what is that about, please? First card is Temperance. That could be self-care, to be honest. Judgment, going off on your own path. Or second chances, potentially. Making decisions also. Ace of Pentacles is an opportunity, yeah. It could be a second chance going towards an opportunity, or it could just be in a sense of creating harmony by going on the path towards a new opportunity potentially. But there's definitely something about stability and growth within that as well. And a sense of not quite knowing what to do, and then you've got Ace of Swords, but you probably need a bit more clarity. Or you may be in a phase of becoming clearer, or it may be that you need to look at the practicality. I know we often talk in tarot about, oh, you have to follow your heart and it's how you feel, which, yeah, it is. But there's got to be a balance, hasn't there? You do have to have the practical side of things as well. Could also be debating if you need to be more practical or you are being too practical. As I say, it needs to be a balance. Let's get one more. There aren't any cups, are there? I don't think there are any cups here. There aren't. I don't know about the clarifiers up there without pulling them back out again, but maybe that's what it is. Maybe there's a lack of cups energy, heart-based energy, but let's see. Right, that's it for now. So definitely, yeah, you've got one cup now. Definitely something about pursuing a new path or opportunity here. That was first, wasn't it? I feel like you probably may need a bit more clarity to figure out what direction to go in. You got the nine. Oh, you've got loads of cups now after I said there's no cups. Again, that concept of emotional fulfillment. This Page of Cups and Nine of Cups, I mean, the Page of Cups is the inner child, heart's desires. Nine of Cups is just satisfaction, pleasure. The world is a new cycle. The Ace of Pentacles is like a new opportunity. The Judgment card for me is often a new path. It can be a second chance, but it's definitely going, even if it's a second chance, it's doing it in a different way, isn't it? And maybe that's what's needed, is that you need to do things in a different way, potentially. I'm trying to specifically establish with the King of Pentacles and the Two of Swords. It's really funny. Okay, over here you've got all the cups after the Ace of Swords. and the World card. So I'm trying to establish what that means. I guess it's just that the choice you make, or the path you choose, the opportunity you pursue, you want it to be satisfying. Maybe you want to feel balanced in whatever decision it is you make. And again, that's that balancing out the practicalities with the emotional side of things as well, to choose the path. Okay. I mean, this is, what's this? King of Pentacles is a Taurus card, isn't it? I just did the Taurus reading as well. I just get a sense of needing to be, more than anything, needing to be very balanced and practical in choosing the path. Don't forget this Cups energy as well, though. I think that would probably be the advice. Don't sort of, I mean, from the Five of Pentacles, I'm getting, obviously it can be about being left out in the cold, being left behind. It can be about poverty. Maybe that's the issue, is that whatever you're doing, I mean, if you're starting a new business, you would be worried about financially, the impact it's going to have financially if you are going to end up in poverty trying to start a new business. Or again, if you are moving to another country or something, you need to have a stable life. You need a home, you need a source of income, etc. There's a lot to consider. Let's look at that Knight of Wands energy, see if it will become a bit clearer, because it feels disconnected. So it wouldn't surprise me if you were in a long distance relationship, because there's just something kind of, yeah, a bit disconnected about it. And with distance, there is a tiny little bit of, at least a tiny bit of disconnection, isn't there? Right. Oh, I love the way that fell. It just fell upright on another table. So the Knight of Wands has the Wheel of Fortune. So I feel like that's the power to change things. Will I take that? Yes. The Moon and the Three of Wands. So with that King of Pentacles there, it could be that you may be trying too hard to have, what do you call it? A guarantee. You want a guarantee before you choose, and that can't happen most of the time. A lot of the time you can't have a guarantee about something before it happens, because we've got the Wheel of Fortune there that suggests change. This is external energy. You've got the Moon there, which is things that are hidden. It can be about facing the unknown. Three of Wands for me is often about manifesting. It can again be about travel as well, ships coming in, etc. But it almost feels like you want a guarantee. If this is this another person or not, it could just be an energy around you, just the energy itself of trying to push you to make a change without being overly practical about things and worrying too much about finances and stability. But let's get a little bit more. Maybe it's a person who's pushing you to be, you feel that they're pushing you to be irresponsible. The Knight of Wands is there again. Yeah, you might be conflicted. You might feel there's someone around you who's pushing you to do something that feels irresponsible, whereas you're maybe a bit more practical. I mean, Aquarius, is it fixed? I think it's a fixed sign because it's opposite to Leo, and Leo's fixed. So you might just have this idea in your head that things have to be done a certain way and you have to go down a certain path, and you may have either an energy or a person around you kind of pushing you to sort of think outside of the box, step outside of the box, don't be too proud. Maybe it is about following your heart for once if you're overly practical. I mean, the Knight of Wands next to the Magician is just like, he's just ready to go off on an adventure, not knowing what he's doing, just like very spontaneous. He's just like, yeah, I'll just figure it out when I get there kind of energy. Maybe that's another person around you, or maybe it's sort of an energy that's pushing you in that direction to just figure it out when you get there. And that's not what I'm telling you to do. I'm just saying what's in the cards. You need to decide for yourself what makes the most sense and what feels right for you. So let's stop with that one, because I think we've got enough out of that. Let's get to the advice, which is Five of Pentacles. And I said it seems like worry about financial stability or just stability in general. So let's clarify the Five of Pentacles. I mean, it could even be as simple as considering a long distance relationship with somebody, but maybe you have fears. I mean, you've got Four of Cups there, and then you've got Two of Cups after. Maybe you have fears that it just can't work at all. And it's just a case of, well, I think actually your reading for the month was you don't know until you try, wasn't it? Aquarius, your monthly reading is up and it's called you don't know unless you try, or until you try, something like that. And this is giving me that same energy. You don't know. Maybe you don't know until you try. So if it was something like a long distance relationship, it's like, well, you have to commit to it and try it first, and then you'll see if it will work. Yes, you may have some fears. Oh, my ears are ringing. Sorry about that. My ears are just buzzing. That happens to me sometimes. Sometimes I feel like it may be someone trying to communicate with me, but in some weird spiritual way. I don't know. That was very weird, very noticeable. I've got very distracted now. Yeah, you have to commit to it first and try it first, and then you will see if you can make it work or not. And I think I was about to say that you will have fears about being left out in the cold. That is normal. There's nothing wrong with that, but just don't let those fears overtake everything. Don't let your pride overtake everything. If you really feel like it's a good opportunity, be willing to try at the very least. So, oh, okay. Couple more for that. So we have the Nine of Pentacles. That could be you and your independence. You may be worried about losing your independence potentially. Again, all you can do is try something new and see how it works out. Knight of Swords. If this involves another person, you just probably have to be very honest with them about how you feel, and then maybe that will help to push things along and help with the decision making as well. Let's get one more. We have the Queen of Swords. Yeah, there's a possibility that just opening up about this, and it doesn't even have to be, say if it was a long distance relationship, obviously talk to your partner. That would be the first person that you need to talk to, but maybe there's someone else that you need to talk to as well, somebody who can give a more objective. It's not even that you necessarily need their opinion, but it's like a sounding board, or just that you need to get it off your chest to someone as well. I mean, the Queen of Swords can be a bit of an advisor, can't they? But they're very, I would say, down to earth in a way. They're not going to sugarcoat anything for you, and maybe that's what you need. So I think we'll leave your message there. Hopefully that was helpful to you. Again, I said that your monthly message is up, and it's very similar to this one, in a way. So feel free to leave comments. Let me know if it resonated, and I will speak with you for the next weekly reading. Take care.